Welcome back to Teach Me How to Clean. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to set your Samsung washer on self-clean. It's super simple. All you have to do is turn it on. Go ahead and click the self-clean plus button here. And then all you have to do is hit start. It is really that simple. They do make little cleaner tabs for your washer. They look like just regular laundry detergent tabs. You go ahead and throw one of those in there. You could also go ahead and just run it just on the self-clean cycle, which I'm going to do. But it is also a really good idea to make sure you're throwing in at least a couple hand towels or something. You never want to run your washer completely empty because that's how the drum gets misaligned and you'll end up with a washer that kind of does the wibble wobble. So a couple things in the washer just to keep it running properly. Go ahead and hit start and let it do its thing for a couple of hours, and it is really as easy as that. Welcome to Teach Me How to Clean. Today I'm going to show you guys how I'm cleaning out the spots where your detergent and your fabric softener and stuff goes in your washing machine. If you have a Samsung washer and you want to know how to pull these out, I'll link a video up here for you guys to go check out how I pull these out. It's really simple, but now I'm going to show you guys how I clean them. You can see right here I just ran my finger across. I haven't washed these probably in 2 or 3 years. All I'm going to use is actually just a washcloth, some Dawn dish soap, regular old sink water, and we're just going to go ahead and scrub. And a lot of people don't want to hear that you just have to put a little bit of elbow grease into it. That's what I am going to do. So I'm going to take my little pieces here and just dump out all the water that's stuck in these. I'm going to take my wet washcloth and just kind of get in it. Yeah, that's really gross. I'm just going to rinse out my washcloth as needed, add my Dawn dish soap as needed, and just kind of keep going until I get all of this off. If you wanted to use a sponge, you definitely could. I've learned in my experience a washcloth just works better because it gets really up in these nooks and crannies a lot better than a sponge does. It's just easier to wrap around your finger and really get in those areas you really need to get in. So I just recommend a washcloth. It's up to you. If you want to wear gloves, go for it. You definitely can. Rinse it out, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with these other pieces because they're really nasty, but that's pretty much all there is to it. I have opted to bring in this old cleaning toothbrush to really get in some of these tighter spots where there's definitely a lot of mildew built up, and then also to kind of come along these ridge lines here and really get in there. If I need to, I might spot some of these with a little bit of bleach on the bristles of my toothbrush just to make sure I get everything, because it looks like there might be some spots of mold growing in, which is why it's so important to wash these out, because this is what's washing your clothes, your bedding, your towels, and not a lot of people think to maintain things like this, and this can often be a reason why your washer stinks. You can wash the drum, you can wash your seal, but this is kind of the hidden stuff that not a lot of people think to clean, think to maintain, or even know how to do. So that's why I really like making these videos, to help any situation like that, because I didn't know either, and some lessons you have to learn the hard way, and I'd rather you not have to learn it the hard way. So just maintain little things like this and it'll help your washer last a lot longer too. While everything is out, I'm also just going to take this and kind of wipe out the spot where I'm going to reinsert everything, getting everything out. If I need to, I'll bring my toothbrush back and get in some of these areas here. To put it back in, it's really easy. You actually just put it right back in. It's pretty simple. You don't have to push on anything or anything like that. You just put it back in. These just set back into place. You just cleaned out your washer really simply and you're good to go. Welcome back to Teach Me How to Clean. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to get the child lock off of your Samsung washer. You have this little lock button here. All that is the child lock on there. How to get that off is down right here. It'll tell you what 2 buttons you have to hold down to get the child lock off. So I'm just going to hold down spin and soil level. It might take a minute, but that little icon there turns off. There we go. It will no longer be red, and then you can go ahead and start your washer like normal, and it kind of unlocks all of the settings on your Samsung washer, and it really is as easy as that. Welcome back to Teach Me How to Clean. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to get the child lock off of your Samsung dryer. It's really easy, and it took me way longer to realize than I should have. If you have this little icon up here on your dryer, that is the child lock setting, and right down here it'll tell you what buttons to hold to get rid of the child lock. So I'm going to push down temperature and time, and I'm going to hold them for a significant amount of time until you hear it chime, and that little icon will not be flashing red anymore. There we go. Now once your icon is not lit up, that means that your child lock is back on, and you can go ahead and run your dryer like you normally would. It will allow you to pick different cycles and stuff, change the dry temperatures, your dryer like you normally would. We're going to be going over how to clean the lint trap for your dryer. As you can see, mine is really caked up and really gross. All I use to clean mine is just regular water and break out the handy dandy cleaning toothbrush. Just works really well for getting in all the little grooves and everything that happens in here. It's really important to clear this out. Obviously this is a fire hazard. It can also prevent your dryer from working properly, and it can actually burn out the heating unit in your dryer a lot faster because your dryer has to work harder because it's all gunked up. So all we're going to do is turn on this water and just go in here. I'm going to start on the outside, just nothing but water in this cleaning toothbrush. We're just going to scrub, and this is really just what I'm going to do the entire time. Going in, making sure that I'm getting all the lint off, picking off the big pieces. Once you have this cleaned out, you can see through it, everything looks good. You're going to want to leave this out to dry. Don't put it back in the dryer if it's still wet. Give it enough time to let it completely dry. That way you're preventing mold growth and bacteria and things to grow, because that's what will happen if you put it back in there before it's completely dry. I don't use soap on it. I've never had a reason to use soap. The water tends to work just as well for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course I will see you guys in my next video. All you're gonna have to do is pop this open here. Now this right here is what you're going to want to take out. So you're going to twist it counterclockwise. You're going to want to lay down some towels or get a bucket or something, because once you pull this out, all that water is going to drain out. So I'm going to pull this out. This right here is the actual filter. This is what you're going to go ahead and rinse out. If you're anything like me and you have kids, sometimes I get the occasional sticker in here, or maybe a super small toy got stuck in here, dog hair, whatever it is. This is going to be the part you need to clean out for your washer to be able to drain properly. So go ahead and pull out any of those big chunks of stuff that's in here, and then go ahead and run this under some water in your sink. Get some of that soap scum off and that gunky stuff. When you're ready to put it back in, just insert it again, twist clockwise this time until you can feel that it's tight back in there. Go ahead and close this, and you're ready to go.